Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm here today. First of all, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. If you're new to my channel, I'm Karen of Karen1310, and I talk a little bit about thrifting and thrift goods and thrift hauls and home decor. So if you like that kind of stuff, please subscribe and stick around. Today I'm talking about what sold on Poshmark in June 2019. Had a pretty decent month. Today is the 27th. Today's the 27th. So I thought I'd start wrapping this month up and share with you what I've sold. So if you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe. All right, let me just get to my Poshmark closet here. Oh, it's warm in here. Okay, I'm jumping right in. The first thing that sold were my Karl Lagerfeld suede mules. Now those sold for $37, and after Poshmark took out its fees and all that other good stuff, I made $29.60. I'm going to include pictures of all the things that I sold this month. It was really good. I gotta tell you, this is my third month, going to my third month of selling on Poshmark, and I'm having a good time. There's some negotiations going back and forth. For example, those mules, those Karl Lagerfeld mules, I think they were liked by like 20 people, and then finally somebody bought them. But there's been a lot of negotiations going back and forth. For example, the second thing I sold was a bundle. Ooh, gosh, am I sweating? Man, excuse me, guys. I didn't want to turn the fan on here because I thought it would make some noise. Let's see, the second thing I sold was a bundle. It was a bundle of Raffaella skirts. One was olive green and one was like a khaki color beige. And they sold as a bundle for $10. There was negotiations going back and forth on those with the buyer, but I'm glad she was happy. I reduced the shipping. So they sold for $10 and I made $7.05 off of those. That was pretty good because I only bought those. I paid 50 cents for those pieces. The next thing that sold was an Old Navy cotton t-shirt. And that sold for $9 and I made $6.05 off that. I am enjoying this. There is a lot of work though that goes into it. Like you have to, and I think people talk about this a little bit, the sharing that has to go on. You have to share your closet, you should share other people's closet, you have to follow people and so on and so on. And hopefully they will follow you. Gosh, I need tissue. I need to sweat. Okay. The Roz and Alley slacks, I just picked these up. And I sold those for $9 and my earnings were $4.25 off of those. And I think I paid 50 cents for those. I know I paid 50 cents for those, and I just got those like last week or something. So, you know, that went really quickly. What's next? The Old Navy cotton cardigan, it's a white cotton cardigan. And that sold for $8 and I got $3.25 from that. I just picked that up last week as well. And the last thing that sold, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. The last thing that sold were these Cole Haan leather Nike Air Slides. Oh, the air's finally coming on, thank goodness. Those sold for $29, and I made $23.20 off of those. So I'm looking down here at my iPad for what they sold for. But some of the things that I'm learning from my fellow Poshmarkers or my fellow Poshers and who are YouTubers is some of the going back and forth with potential buyers. And I have to say that I've really had some very positive experiences. All of my sellers have given me 5 stars, with the exception of one guy from last month who gave me 4 stars for this Ralph Lauren shirt. But still, 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Let's see what else. 4 star. I've been getting 5 stars for everything. I try to be upfront about what I'm selling, and if there's a flaw, I think I'm the first person to point it out, because I don't want any cases open up against me. And I've heard in watching my fellow YouTubers talk about cases being opened up against them for things, and having to go through a case being opened up against them. So thank God that hasn't happened to me yet. And so far it's been a good experience. I have heard my fellow YouTubers talk about it being a slow period during the summer months. So, and I think I'm starting to feel some of it. I've been sharing my closet, and following a lot of people and sharing things from their closet, and nothing's moved this week yet. So it's still early, so nothing's moved this week. I did have some people ask me about the measurements. So that's one thing, the measurements of some of these items. So now I really try to make, I think I used to assume that folks knew, what a medium was, or of a certain thing, or that folks were going to do their own research. If I say it's a Ralph Lauren blouse and it's size medium, I don't know. But anyway, so now I just don't even question anymore. I just say, I measure everything. I just put the measurements in there. It takes a little bit more work, but I think it's worth it in the long run, because I've had folks come back to me and ask for measurements of certain items, and I've had to pull it out of my inventory, open the bag up, hang the thing back up again, and measure it. So now I just measure everything. Show the pictures. Some of them I'm showing the pictures of the measurements of the ruler with the tape measure right there with the item as well, so they can see with their own eyes what the measurements are. But I think it helps in the long run if you do the stuff up front, and so you don't have to do it at the back end. At least that's been my experience. Now I'm learning that, and so far it's been working for me. So I have just listed a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. My only concern is finding stuff that's where I can get a decent profit. I go to that store in New Jersey called Country Bumpkin, so I pick up a lot of 50-cent pieces. 50-cent pieces, that sounds like I'm talking about coins. 50-cent pieces of clothing, and I do that, so I've been able to make some profit off of some of those things, but I may be pricing my stuff too low. I just found a pair of Calvin Klein jeans that I just listed, and I just did some research because I want to make sure that I'm not listing things too low, but I don't want them to be too high either, because I want the stuff to move. So I guess I'm trying to find that really happy medium, but I need to find some places to source. I need to get to the outlets, the Goodwill outlets, or the Goodwill bins as they call them. I just saw that one is not that far from here. I think I mentioned that before. I just have to get up there, because I have to get some stuff that's at a great price, so my margins are much better than they have been. So I'm getting there. This is my 3rd month. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, but I appreciate all of my fellow poshers and YouTubers who are poshers for all the information that they've been putting out. I've been watching people like left and right trying to come up with all kinds of tips that I can use so that my closet is all that it could be, and that it makes sense to potential buyers so they don't have to come back and ask me a lot of questions about things. So, but I'm really excited about the prospect of listing more items and doing well on Poshmark. So thank you. If there's any questions about any of the items that you saw here, or any questions about, you know, how it's working or how I'm doing on Poshmark, please just drop a comment down in the comment box. I'll be happy to get back to you if I know the answer. If I don't know the answer, maybe I can refer you to one of my fellow poshers that I'm following on YouTube. But this has been a blast. Thank you for tuning in for What Sold on Poshmark for June 2019. And I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in my next venture. Bye now.